All right, guys, here comes the eclipse. Make sure everybody's got their glasses on. Here it comes. Whoa. Oh. Whoa, the hell? Is that PJ Washington? Yeah, what the heck? That's weird. I don't get it. He's blocking out the sun. Get it? Blocking it. Oh, that's what we're doing? Really? Yeah. Feels a little cheap, don't you think? Yeah, well, I'm running out of ideas. So, thank you guys. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks beat the Golden State Warriors 108-106. A great win for this Mavericks team without Luka Doncic, and it really just encapsulates how well they've been playing defensively over the past month or so. PJ Washington had what was inarguably his best game as a member of the Dallas Mavericks, 32 points. That is a Mavericks career high for him. 5 steals, 2 blocks, including a game winner over the last 9 games for PJ Washington. 15 points per game, 1.5 steals per game, 1 block per game, 46% from the field, 43% from deep. That's pretty important because the 9 games before that, he was 10 points per game on 22% from 3. If he's knocking down shots at a consistent level, he's genuinely one of the better role players in the entire NBA. It is going to be very big for the Mavericks come playoff time. I also want to give a huge shout out to Daniel Jones Jr. I don't want to give a shout out to Daniel Jones. I also want to give a shout out to Derek Jones Jr., who played great defense on Steph Curry in this game. I know matchup data is incredibly wonky, but according to NBA.com, Steph Curry went 3 of 12 when guarded by Derek Jones Jr. Derek Jones Jr. blocked a Steph Curry 3. I mean, he was phenomenal defensively tonight. And I've seen some Mavs people pushing it. And the more I think about it, there is an outside Derek Jones Jr. second team all defense case. He's not going to get it, but there is a case to be made. And Daniel Gafford, 31 minutes. That's the most he's played in a game as a member of the Mavericks. 10 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. Before the trade deadline, Daniel Gafford had 1 career game with 5 assists. He now has 3 since being traded. So that's just something interesting to keep in mind, that the Mavericks are using him more as a hub offensively than I think anybody anticipated. And when those 3 play together, PJ Washington, Derek Jones Jr., and Daniel Gafford, the Mavericks have great defenders, athletic defenders, lengthy, long defenders, and it shows. They have a 23 net rating in 243 minutes. Not a lot of minutes, but also like not a small amount of minutes. Like that's pretty significant. With a 99 defensive rating, that's pretty incredible. I mean, that's absolutely incredible for that trio. The Mavs are now 13-2 over their last 15 games. Over that stretch, they are 2nd in net rating, 9th in offensive rating, and 1st in defensive rating over a 15-game stretch. That's not a super small sample. I mean, it is in the grand scheme of things, but just breaking it down season by season, 15 games is kind of a large chunk to be leading the league in defense. You have to be a good defense to do that. You don't just stumble into that accidentally. What a win for the Mavericks, pulling this one out without Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving doing Kyrie Irving things. June is coming up, folks, and you better make sure your calendar's clear. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Let's get into these clips. Just mentioned Gafford with 5 assists. How about the first play of the game? Kyrie's been great at this. When the on-ball or the off-ball defender is a little bit, aggressive with him and ball denying and at times top blocking, that just cutting. Nice cut here by Kyrie. Good read by Daniel Gafford. This is like all of Gafford's assists too. It's just easy, but it's easy stuff for Kyrie. Easy first bucket of the game. Let's get PJ Washington, Mavericks career high. Let's get him going early with a nice little opportunity in transition. Friendly roll. Speaking of friendly rolls, you guys know you're not supposed to eat King's Hawaiian rolls raw. You're not supposed to raw dog them. You're supposed to bake them. Now you know. PJ Washington 3. Uh-oh, he hits those. You're in some jeopardy. How about another PJ Washington 3? Kyrie going to miss this little bank shot. Good rebound by Gafford. How about another Daniel Gafford assist? Too small, Steph Curry. That contest doesn't matter to me. This is kind of what I was saying during PJ Washington's struggles shooting, that he's going to have to shoot better at some point, but it didn't look like too concerning. I mean, some of his misses looked bad, but the form, the confidence, all of it looked fine. Like it looked like somebody you'd feel comfortable with shooting the basketball. And look, now he's hitting threes. He's smiling. Life's good. I'm talking shit to the bench. I'm shooting a 3. Somebody on the bench probably yelled, "Hell no!" the moment the 3 goes up. Look, guys, Dwight Powell has a beard now. Okay? What do you want to do with that information, huh? He took the Apple Vision Pros off, and now he has a beard. And look at his one-on-one defense on Steph Curry. Great work, Dwight. Great work. These are my favorite Kyrie threes, and these and his transition pull-up threes, because they just feel so, just like soul-crushing. Just a stare down, jab step three, I'm shooting right over you. I mean, just, you already know you can't contain him off the dribble, that he's going to get to his spots more often than not. He's incredible finishing around the rim, and then he's making these. It's like, there's literally nothing you can do, pretty much. It wasn't like a gaudy stat game from Kyrie Irving, but he did a great job just reading the defense and taking whatever the defense gave him. Very Luka Doncic-esque without Luka Doncic. This is just kind of a basic kick out, curling off the screen. Clay sags in from the corner. Derrick Jones Jr. open. Good read, good kick out. Way to knock it down, Derrick. And here's where that length, that athleticism comes into play defensively. Look at Daniel Gafford here with Steph the entire way and then altering that shot at the rim. In fact, it didn't even get near the rim. Off the top of the backboard. Great work by Daniel Gafford, using that size, using that length, knowing he doesn't have to foul. Just jump straight up. We can contest. Steph Curry just blew a tire. Oh my God, his shoe's on the floor. Now, if you ran out onto the court and picked this up and ran off with it, how much money could you sell that for? Again, Daniel Gafford making his presence felt at the rim. Little miscommunication there by Derrick Jones Jr. and Gafford on who's going to get out on Trayce Jackson-Davis, but Gafford using that length, he can recover, block that shot at the rim. Trayce Jackson-Davis is an explosive finisher, a little bit more than you would think. So it's a nice block right there. More great defense here by the Mavericks. P.J. Washington, active hands, pokes the ball loose. Nice. And Gafford, great help position, able to recover and help on Steph, but then able to get back to his man, Trayce Jackson-Davis. Prevent a floater there. Contest that shot at the rim. Great work. Daniel Gafford, more like Daniel Jones, if he was good. Why am I talking about Daniel Jones so much in this video? Is it true that Daniel Jones fucked his ACL up by falling during the New York earthquake? I saw a tweet that said that. I don't know if it's true or not. But a nice play right there. Little off-ball screen by Kyrie Irving. Frees up P.J. Washington on this cut. And a good read by Daniel Gafford. We like that. That's nice. Same exact look for the Mavericks. This time Gafford goes the other way instead of going baseline. Curls it in. Tough pass and then a tough finish by PJ. All right, Daniel Jokic. Size and athleticism goes a long way. This is good ball movement right here by the Warriors. This is a dangerous play. I mean, I feel like this works more often than not. The help by PJ Washington. Great job. Great timing on that block. Great work. I mean, that's a tremendous block right there. I mentioned the defense Derrick Jones Jr. played in this game on Steph Curry. It's no easy task. You got to run around the court. You got to get over a trillion screens. Did a great job staying connected just enough to alter that floater. Here he is again, this time picking up the bigger, much more physical Draymond. Using those active hands, stripping it. Tee his ass up, ref. Tee his ass up. We're fed up with it. This is more good defense for the Mavericks. Derrick Jones Jr. just got to make yourself as small as possible getting around these screens. Does a nice job, and then Dwight Powell's ready to help. Alters that shot at the rim. Steph Curry wants a foul. That's not a foul. That's just Dwight Powell. I know it feels like you got fouled, but trust me, he's on so many steroids that you just ran into a brick wall, buddy. How about Dante Exum getting deep into his bag, huh? Ooh. Look at the bench. More great defense. Derrick Jones Jr. is going to fall in the backcourt, stepped on Steph Curry's foot. Get up. Play some defense. Good job. Going to ice this screen. Nice work. Good work by everybody involved. Draymond probably should have took that three, but here we go. Shot clock winding down. Great job by Gafford here, playing up on the screen, preventing any clean look at all for Steph, and even taking away that pass. Like that's a weird, awkward angle with that much size right there. That's tough to even get a pass off. So that's great job by both Daniel Gafford and Derrick Jones Jr. I have no idea why I keep wanting to call Derrick Jones Jr. Daniel Jones Jr. Am I having some type of brain malfunction? Look at this play. This is what having athletes on your team does for you, folks. This is what having athletes does for you. You know how hard it is to block that? Look at the perfect timing, the amount of air he gets. Wow. Met it. Woo! Oh my Lord. And then right off of that defensive play, we're going defense to offense. Good kick out by Tim Hardaway Jr. Ball moving around. Kyrie lobbed to Gafford. Hey! We're going crazy. More defense to offense. You can't really tell here. PJ Washington got a steal. But now we're moving. Tim Hardaway Jr. Kyrie. Tim. What a pass. Tim Hardaway Jr. had some great passes in this game. And we'll get to the biggest one later. Trust me. Tim Hardaway Stockton? Great find. More great Derrick Jones Jr. defense. This time he's going to switch on to Moody. Moody thinks that's open. It's not. Get blocked. More length. Draymond at the top of the key. They run pretty much most of their offense out of that. I think P.J. Washington actually tipped that initial pass, which forced Podziemski to come up and get it. And then Derrick Jones Jr. from behind swipes it. And now we're going defense to offense again. And how about we reward P.J. Washington? Step into it. Boom! There should be a new rule in the NBA. I'm thinking about what to call this rule. Maybe the airball rule. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe the Chris Paul rule. I don't know. But a rule where if a player airballs a shot so bad and it hits a player like that, it should be an offensive foul. My reasoning being, if you've ever, played and you're trying to rebound, these air balls, they come in 100 miles an hour. You're expecting it to hit off the rim. You're not expecting it to miss the rim entirely. It just sneaks up on you. Hit in the face. That's probably some type of concussion. So Chris Paul just injured Daniel Gafford right there. Almost cartoonish the way his head flew back. That should be an offensive foul. I mean, that's dangerous. Look at this play from Derrick Jones Jr. Again, great job getting over that screen. Steph thinks he's got time. You don't have time. The Mavericks have athletes now. I know the old scouting reports is like, hey, there's no athletes on this team. They all run 5.5 40s. Just do whatever the fuck you want offensively. It doesn't matter. The Mavs have athletes now. Getting over that screen. Great timing on the block. See, if I was courtside, I'd be helping him up. If this was me right here, I'd be helping him up. Patting him on the ass. Hey, great block. 4-point game down the stretch. Kyrie Irving, what do you got for me? Again, whatever the defense gives him. Great pass here. It's a great wraparound. Gafford gets blocked, gets it back, and dunks it. Bench is going crazy. More Derrick Jones Jr. defense. Switches on to Steph. Contests that shot. Gets hit in the head. Steph wants a foul. That's not a foul, buddy. Is it? That might have been a foul, buddy, but suck it up. Let Kyrie go to work. Here comes the double team. Gets it back. Dribbles around Draymond and knows he has the time and the space to pull up. That's just such a tough shot, man. King of the fourth quarter. Mavs were up 10 with about 5:50 left. Kind of felt like they might start cruising to a victory here, but then this fucking guy happened. Steph Curry bombs that three to make it a 1-point game with 58 seconds left. Now, yeah, I mean, come on, refs. Can we please get serious? Please watch Chris Paul here. I mean, are we pranking? Come on now. Come on now. There's no world where that's a screen that should be allowed. Derrick Jones Jr. misses what could have been a dagger three on this end. 37 seconds left. The Warriors have a chance to take the lead. And that's a tough shot for Steph. I mean, that's a pretty clean look for him, but Derrick Jones Jr. does a pretty good job contesting that as best as he possibly can. But look at Tim Hardaway Jr. soaring for this rebound. Great rebound, Timmy. After a 1-for-2 trip to the free throw line by P.J. Washington Jr. made it a 2-point game. Steph Curry. I mean, nothing you can do about this. Absolutely nothing you can do. That's a great shot. Tip your cap. But just a huge shout out to Steph Curry, because I saw what he was doing there. He likes the Mavs. The Mavs and Warriors have like a friendly thing going on. He knows, let's build up P.J. Washington's confidence, so I'm going to go crazy in the fourth quarter to set up a P.J. Washington game-winning shot so he could be rolling going into the playoffs. So thank you, Steph and Curry, for that. And here we go. Kyrie. This is a great job right here by Kyrie. Handling that double team. Getting to a spot where he knows he can find an open teammate in Tim Hardaway Jr. And now here comes Tim Hardaway Jr. Now let's pause right here. What were we all thinking collectively? I know what I was thinking, but what were you guys thinking whenever this ball popped into Tim Hardaway Jr.'s hands? I'm thinking maybe he's pulling that from right there. That's immediately what my thoughts, my intrusive thoughts say, but no. A great attack. Trace Jackson Davis comes in to help. A great cut by P.J. Washington, and then the finish. And everyone's going nuts. Great find by Tim Hardaway Magic Johnson. THJ, more like THMJ, Tim Hardaway Magic Johnson. Look at this pass. Oh, yeah. And let's look at the reactions. Mark Cuban, yippee! Yeah, Luka. Let's fucking go. Still got to play defense. 4.5 seconds left. 2-point game. They do a great job right here. Great job by P.J. Washington. Great double team by Kyrie. Steph can't get a shot off. And that's a tough look right there. Exum with a great job closing out on Chris Paul. There's no clean look there at all. Now, they could have, Derrick Jones Jr. could get his hands at a pass. Draymond's wide open under the basket. With 1.4 seconds left, maybe he thought that this was the best look. And Derrick Jones Jr. making that shot as difficult as possible. Mavericks walk away victors. They walk away the winners.